Fresh off the factory floor, it looks like we got some beautiful images, a full photo shoot of finally how the final product of EarthRise Generation 1 Megatron is going to look. Now, about a couple months ago at New York Toy Fair, we were shown how this product looked, and we assumed that that was more or less what the final product was going to look like. Lo and behold, we learned that that was actually a hand-painted prototype, and some of the sculpting and molding wasn't 100%. There was a lot of hand paint on it, actually. And now we have the final product. I'm actually quite happy with what we got over the hand-painted prototype, and we'll get into that. I'm obviously going to have a photo shoot here. We're going to show the differences and everything, but with the original, we had a lot of silver paint on it that was shown on this hand-painted version. And the head sculpt looked a little different. The paint was kind of, I guess, more weathered to what the siege line was like. And I was like, okay, I dig it. It looks like the Fluoro Deary design. It stays true to it. The head sculpt is decent. I like what's going on here. Now we have this not hand painted. Now we have this final product, again, stolen from the floors of the factory. And we have a clear indication of what exactly it's going to look like. And I like how it's more, again, and it's almost expected by how the budget is now, but it kind of works in this case. Everything's molded in color plastics, not much paint really involved. I really like the way they did the painting and the head sculpt. It's very Fluoro Deary, that strong eyebrow that the Generation 1 Megatron had in the 1984 to 1985 cartoon of season 1 and 2. Very well done. I really like that a lot. That was absent on the original Toy Fair mock-up model that was in the display, so I dig that a lot. I like that they kept the D16. I was worried that was probably going to be removed from the toy. For people that don't know what I'm talking about, in the alt mode, in the tank mode of Megatron, he had D16 written on the side. And that's kind of like a double homage to things. So originally in Japan, in Takara, all the Transformers had number designations. From 1985 until 1986, all the Autobots and Decepticons, or Sabertrons and Destrons, they were all sharing numbers together, and Megatron was number 16. In 1986, when they started Scramble City and later on Transformers 2010, they started doing the like D and C's, where it's like, okay, so C, 78 is Hot Rodimus, D so-and-so is Galvatron. They kind of separated afterwards. So what they're doing here is you have D16, so it's Destron 16, Megatron. Obviously, in fiction later, in both Transformers Prime, and I believe they also mentioned it a little bit in the IDW comics, before he got his name of Megatron, he was just a gladiator named D16. And then he took his name from Megatronus, from the Covenant of Primus, became Megatron, and the rest is history. So I like that is kept on the figure. It's a little bit of lore, and hardcore fans will really dig that it's there. If I have one thing to complain about with this, in all honesty, is they left the scratches on the legs. I would have really liked it if it was just straight up black legs. Like, don't even paint it. Don't even bother with the scratches and the weathering. Just do a molded in color black legs, and I think 99% of the fans would have been more cool with that, and Hasbro would have saved money on paint and everything like that on top of it. But it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure it's very easy to fix for anyone. Could just get some black paint and just paint over it. It's a very simple fix, worst case. But I mean, for people that want to keep figures pure and how they are purchased, it does kind of suck, but at the same time, I still think it looks really good. I really like how it looks here. The final product is really nice. It looks way better than what we saw a couple months ago in February. Before the huge lockdown when we had Toy Fair, and I dig it. I'm really excited about this. He looks really good. This is one of those retail products that you really are getting your bang for your buck, and especially at a Voyager scale. It has the sword. I mean, I'm almost waiting now, just going like, hey, do a mild blue repaint, give me Megaplex. I dig this a lot. This is really good. So let me know what you think about him. Definitely one of the better products that are coming out of EarthRise that are probably worth it. Really cool stuff. Let me know what you think.